Well, hello everybody, welcome to my channel again. Inzoi this time. And I got old Bill Bloggs here, he's in bed. Let's wake him up and make him eat something. And he's trying to make some money with gardening in Inzoi. And he's not doing too bad at the moment. I mean, he's written a little bit of music and a couple of books as well. But when I first started, I built him this little house, got him everything he needed, had about 1,200 mews left, and I'm up to 10,325 now, after, let's see, 12 days. 12 Zoe days, that is, not real days, obviously. But he's growing a few plants. I'll just let him finish eating, and then we'll get on to what we can do. So the plants, to buy them, you go into build mode and furniture, and then it's outdoors. So in the outdoors menu up here, you got plant seedlings. So if you go to plant seedlings, you find stuff that doesn't produce anything here at the top, like a rose bush. I don't know whether you can sell the flowers or not, I haven't tried. I might try later. But underneath there we've got the plants that do produce produce. Well, all apart from the bonsai pot stand. Although the bonsai plant at the moment is worth 150 mew and I only paid 100 for it, so you can sell that on marketplace, is it? Something like that, I can't remember now what it's called. But on the marketplace you can sell that anyway. Like the paintings, if you sell them on the marketplace, they just stay on the easel forever until somebody decides they want to buy it. So you can't paint another picture. All the time it's stuck on the easel. So I haven't tried putting them on the wall and then trying to sell them, but I don't know, it all seems a bit daft. So anyway, you got premium tomato seedling, which you can't buy until you're level 2 gardening, which is easy. It's so quick to get to level 2 gardening. You got lettuce, which I don't bother growing anymore. I did to start with, but I don't anymore. We got carrots. I think I've got a few carrots in the ground still. Yeah, carrot seedlings there. So I've still got 3 plants growing. They sell for 30 mews, I think, each. Then you got the base level tomato, which you can grow from the beginning with no skill whatsoever. Blueberry seedling, which you can grow from the beginning as well. They make 30 mews, I think, I can't remember now. You only get 1 produce off of each plant, so you say that blueberry, you're going to get 30 mews off of it, more or less every day. And then the bell pepper seedling, which is level 2, which takes a little bit longer to grow than tomatoes and blueberries. But that's worth 40 mews. Sweet potato, that was 30 mews. I haven't tried growing potatoes. Eggplant was 30 mews, I think, as well, or 30 or 20, I can't remember. And then you got the corn, which is 40 mews. You can grow that, and each plant produces 40 mews, more or less every day. I haven't tried growing the hydroponic lettuce, but I do grow the apple seedlings because they're 50 simoleons. So you make 50 simoleons off of them. So what I've done, I've just put a few plants out in the garden. When I saw how much the apples were selling for, I took up the eggplants and the blueberries, and I put a few more apple trees in, and some more corn, because there's 50 and 40. So I've got 8. I've got 10 apple trees, but they're out of sync at the moment because I planted some after the others. So these ones are ready to harvest, but these ones aren't. So that's where you'll find the seeds anyway. It's build mode, furniture, outdoors, and plant seedlings. I might have a go at trying the flowers, I don't know. So anyway, we got Bill Bloggs here, just eating his ramen. He's got a few bits and pieces, got a couple of guitars. I thought he might be able to put one in his inventory to go busking with, but you can't. You can't put it in your inventory. And what I noticed, I did take him busking, but I remember taking one of my others always busking, and when they were busking, this appeared in front of them for people to put the money in. But this time I took him busking, and nothing appeared in front of him. So even though there was a couple of people around him, he didn't make any money. Nobody tipped him, which I thought was quite peculiar. Well, the other apples are starting to fruit now. I'll just wait for them to finish fruiting and then they'll be back in sync again. It's got his Sims 4 wallpaper, Sims 4 carpet. So it's finished now, hasn't he? So let's get him harvesting. So he has to click on the, when it's ready for harvesting, just click on the plant and harvest. Unfortunately, there is no harvest all command. So you've got to do it for every single plant you're growing. That's not ready. That's not ready. Might be by the time we finish harvesting these apples. So we're getting to harvest all these apples. Harvest. Harvest. It's you know, like most things in Inzoi, there's nothing innovative in the game. There's barely any gameplay whatsoever. Were the carrots ready? Oh yeah. Barely any gameplay whatsoever, and things that they have already implemented in the game, they haven't finished up properly. You know, I'm pretty sure that most of what's in Inzoi are assets that they've bought. You know, they're using Unreal Engine, so they're not even really programming the game from scratch. You know, if they'd made their own engine for the game, then you know, they might have made a bit better job of it. Maybe they're not capable of it. Even PUBG's done in Unreal, isn't it? So, which I don't play. I don't play games like that. These ones aren't ready. But you can water or fertilise. Obviously, you got to do it. You got to do it for every individual plant. You can't water all or fertilise all. So when it's finished putting this produce on the table, oh yeah, that's another point I meant to point out. You need to put a table down, but it's not the market stall table. It's just a normal dining table. And once you put your dining room table down, everything he harvests, mostly everything he harvests, because occasionally he's taking something indoors for some reason, he'll put on the table. And if you don't put a table, he'll put it in his inventory, and then you got to mess about clicking his inventory and clicking each one, telling him to put it on the table, which is a pain. I seem to have oh, maybe I overflowed his queue. But there's another reason they need a harvest all button, really. So you can just harvest everything. I mean, even if you only does it one at a time still, you know. This is something else they need to sort out. If you're not in top-down view and you use that to swivel around, it's like you're going round a big outside circle rather than twisting on one particular spot in the middle, which is really poor. Because you swivel round. Let's come out a little bit further. You swivel round and things go off to the side instead of staying in the middle. Particularly bad when you're trying to swivel around in the house. So has he finished harvesting? Oh yeah. Right. So now what you can do on the table, you can click on it and sell second hand, and the price comes up, a middle price. Obviously you can set it higher or lower, but I find when I put the price any higher than the mid price, the things don't sell. So just keep them at mid price. So, you know, apples are 50. You got to do it for every single thing on the table. Which is a bit of a palaver. Now I did read somewhere that you should be able to click on the table and choose sell all, but it doesn't work for me. So the carrots are 30 mu each. I've done all those. And the sweet corn is 40. Oh, as soon as he starts to either think about doing something or doing something, you get a nasty delay when you're trying to price these things. But you know, it is worth it. I mean, I've got 8 apples on the table there, and that's 400. That's 400 mu, and then the sweet corn, I've got 8 of those at 40. So that's 320 mu. So there's about 720 mu on the table, and that's not everything that he's got. I mean, some of the things weren't ready for harvesting. I just go around and check that I've done them all. I said this table is just a normal dining table. It's not a market stall table. It doesn't work on the market stall table. And then hopefully, that was way too expensive. See, a lot of them will say that was way too expensive, but they will sell eventually. He just bought a carrot. Well, a carrot or some carrots. This is another stupid thing as well. He's bloody hoovering the bloody garden. It's bloody daft. Look, hoover in the bloody garden. Why? Why is he hoovering the bloody garden? It's really daft. You know, they've implemented cleaning, but, you know, why would he need to come out and hoover the bloody garden? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. But, you know, what would be good is if they'd finished all the bits and pieces that they've already implemented in the game. That's way too expensive. Tough. You'll have to starve to death then, won't you? And all these Zois, they're not townies, they're all just injected into the game for this. I mean, you talk to them, but on your friends list you won't be able to contact them or anything. What is she by? I didn't notice. That's a teenager there. He's been chatting to. I don't know how long a life stage is for a teenager. You can't. There's no romantic interactions when they're teenagers. You can just be a friend. And then you get the odd child knocking on your door asking to be your friend. That's way too expensive. But like I say, they will all sell eventually, so you'll get your money. I did grow an orange tree, but it's purely decorative. You can't get the fruit off of it. You can only water it and share your feelings with the plant. I suppose that's equivalent to Sims 4 talk to the plant, isn't it? But it's a bit annoying that you can't harvest the orange tree when it's quite obviously covered in oranges. Where did he go? Oh yeah, this is the you can't see it until you get close to it. The bonsai. It's still only worth 150. Oh, the pocket market, that's it, sell on pocket market. But it won't disappear. It'll just be there until somebody comes and buys it. Oh, housework level 3. Wow. But you can prune the branches. But I don't know whether if you keep pruning it for a while, whether the value will go up or not. I'm pretty sure it won't. See, this is really annoying. You see, it's in the middle of the screen, but I swivel, and it doesn't keep the focus on the thing that's in the middle of the screen. It moves everything to the side. That's really shit. What's he up to now? So yeah, you can make money. Oh, looks like the bell peppers are coming in. You can make money gardening. You're not going to get rich quick, but it's certainly more than you could earn in a job. You know, some of the jobs are pretty shit, aren't they? Like even the ones you can go to work with them, you know, so you stand behind the counter for an hour, clean the floor 5 times, restock a shelf that you can't restock. It's you know, really, really poorly programmed. There's like, you know, there's things. I'm in Darwin at the moment, so there's no beach here. But in on the other map with the beach, there's things like a mussel beach. Never anybody there. There's events, basketball events. You go down there and there's nobody there. You can't even interact. with anything, and there's nobody ever there. You go and busk in the park, and there's never anybody there. It'd be good if I could busk here. If I could busk on this corner, I notice people come past here all the time, but I can't busk on this corner. I got to go to the park, and I can only busk in certain parts of the park. And there's usually a couple of injected zois there. They're not townies, they're injected. Not from this location, is what it says sometimes, I think. Not from this location. And they're already there busking, so you can't even use the equipment that's already out there to use the microphone or anything like that, because it's already being used. And there's no cheat to shift click on them and disappear them like there is in Sims 4. It'd be good if there was shift click cheats on the other Zois. That'd be really good. But anyway, it's just a quick video. Show you how you can do your gardening, really. And there you go. Of course, my OBS doesn't like Inzoi in 1080p. It just doesn't record well at all. I've had to reduce Inzoi to 720p, and I've had to take the settings on OBS down to 720p as well. But you know, if I look at my CPU, it's only 31%, and it was only 31% when it was recording badly as well. So I've only got. It's strange, you know. I was in 1080p, and I was getting 60 FPS. Now put it down to 720p, I'm only getting 32 FPS. Doesn't make sense, does it? But at least I'm under the 16 gig now. When I'm in 1080p, it goes up to about 18 gig. Suppose what they say about minimum memory requirements being 16 gig is roughly true, isn't it? Obviously my GPU's at 100%, it's only an RX 580, but OBS is using my CPU, not my GPU. So I don't know what's going on there, I'm sure. I mean, they've got OBS recording now. So, you know, I'm still only at 30% CPU. So it doesn't make sense. It's really badly optimised, this game. Let's take that off. That uses the CPU as well. There's a lot of things have sold now. He's up to 10,895 now, so he's made 500 simoleons, 500 mu now from the plants that were on the produce that was on the table. And you know, that's a lot more than he'd be earning in one of these starter jobs, which are crap. Even university's crap in this game. It's you know, you go to university and you're there from like 10 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Whereas in real life, you would only be there for a couple of hours and then do studying in your own time, studying and researching in your own time. You wouldn't be at university all day long like that. And it's just crap anyway, going to university here. And, you know, even in Sims 2, Sims 3 and Sims 4, university is more interactive. You can stay on campus and there's other things to do as well. You know, Sims 2, you can make money from the house you're staying in, you know, because you charge rent to the other students that are staying with you. Or was that Sims 3? I think Sims 2 you get a grant, don't you, actually? Sims 3. Yeah, with Sims 3 University. Oh, I don't know, I can't remember now. I played them all, 2, 3 and 4. Get a bit mixed up sometimes. But, yeah. That's way too expensive. Well, you know, he's probably only going to start a job earning 180 mews a day. So, yeah, I mean, 50 mews for an apple is a lot of money, isn't it? I suppose if you're only earning 180 a day, that's way too expensive. Another apple, 50. So it's up to 11,000 now. So it's made about 700 mews now. I'm sure when they first brought this game out, they were meows and not mews. And then this stupid coinage. Was it in there? I can't remember. No. Must be there. Oh yeah. This coinage was meow as well. And I'm sure they've changed it since they first brought this game out, so that now the coinage in the game is mew, and in there it's meow. I'm sure it used to be meow, not mew. Still, I don't really play it very much, but I just thought I'd have a go, see how the gardening went, and yeah, you know, you can make some money. It's quite a lot of work because there's no mass commands on anything. You have to, everything you have to do is, like even watering, you can only water one plant at a time. So you've got to click on everything you're growing and choose water for it all. And you've got to make sure you don't overflow here, otherwise you'll just miss things out. Because it doesn't always warn you that that bar is full up. It just starts overflowing and wiping out some of the things that are already there. Well, that's what I've noticed anyway, is that it will actually overwrite some of the things that are already there. So there's only 3 things left on the table now. Come on, buy something. No, that's way too expensive. But they will all sell. They will all sell. There's always, you know, even though these are the same 10 Zois that are walking past all the time, she'll come back shortly and she will buy something. Because these are just, you know, the same Zois all the time walking past. Yeah, same Zois. I think they must have altered that tooltip as well, because I'm sure when I first started playing this, it didn't tell you whether they were an adult or a young adult or a teenager or an elder or anything like that. So that must be something new as well. Look, it's bloody brushing the garden now. Actually, he hasn't got a brush, so he must be mopping it. He must be mopping the garden now. He's only got a mop and a vacuum cleaner. He hasn't got a brush. I didn't buy him a brush. But, I mean, they do seem to have sorted out, you know, in the house, for instance, it would be getting, when the game first came out, it would get dirty twice a day. You know, the bed would get all grubby and the floor would get grubby, all the surfaces would get grubby twice a day. And so at least now it's not doing that anymore. But yeah, had to get him a first aid kit because he got a cold. Poor thing. Where's he gone? Oh. Yeah, one thing you have to watch out for is when he's putting the stuff on the table. He just put a bell pepper on the table autonomously. Oh, it's just sat at the computer, which made it delay putting a price on it. So he will sometimes autonomously harvest, but he'll only do one plant. But you got to watch it. Sometimes when he puts stuff on the table, he'll come back, and if you haven't put a price on it, he'll pick it up to put it in the bin, throw it away. Oh, I thought he was going to harvest some more on his own then. No, he's come to mop the garden. Yeah, it's for a teenager. Way too expensive. I've got the only thing really is that the Zois do tend to take quite good care of themselves, even if you don't. Occasionally they'll scream that they're hungry, but most of the time they will go and satisfy their needs on their own. Which saves you a lot of messing about. Obviously you can only have one person in the house at a time really, because you can only cook one meal at a time. You can't cook for more than one person, which is bloody stupid. If you've got a family of 8 people in the house, because you can have 8 people, there's 8 slots. Oops. You can have 8 people, but every one of them has got to cook their own food, or ask somebody to cook for them, because you can do that. I'm only getting the make food thing up now. Or ask for meal. You can ask for a meal. Obviously, there's nobody else in this house, so I can't ask for a meal. But it's strange that option would even come up with nobody else in the house. But most people I've seen playing Inzoi, they just go straight to this: eat Chinese fried noodles, or eat bibimbap, or whatever it is, or soup. Shaved ice is a waste of time. It doesn't satisfy the hunger needs, and neither does mango. Just a little boost to it. It doesn't satisfy it. But I did notice when I first started playing Inzoi that eating the Chinese fried noodles didn't satisfy their hunger requirements either. You have to eat it twice, but don't anymore. Their hunger can be right down at the bottom here, and it will fill right up. So they must have done something with that as well. But like I say, there's lots of things in this game that they've implemented, but they just haven't finished them off. So, why even bother implementing it? I mean, take the phone for instance. It's a smartphone. What do you use a phone for? For calling people. And you can't even bloody call them. Better pay his bills. Yeah, you can't even call anybody from the phone. Got a list of contacts here. I think you can send a text message now. I haven't tried that. Where's this? Oh, she's not even on the list. Send message, but I don't think you can choose it. Oh yeah, ask about their day. Offer friendly greeting. I always enjoy having a talk with you. What's the answer? Probably not. I don't think he's ever talked to her. I don't know. He might have done, because he does sometimes come out and talk to the people that are walking past. I mean, this used to have give gift down here, but it hasn't anymore. But even when it did, if you clicked on it, it said they weren't in the area and you couldn't give a gift anyway, so. He must talk to quite a lot of people. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a phone. And you can't phone anybody. Don't know whether I always learn a lot from you. That's a teenager. It's like you're a good friend, but also a great teacher. I am so happy we can share a sincere friendship. What's this add schedule item? Alright, to meet up somewhere. That's new. Well, at least you can do that now. But I don't know whether you could do it with somebody that was not from this region. Yeah, it's a bit messy at the moment. But so yeah, there you go. I've had a little moan. A bloody tree's in the way. I wonder if I went into Edit Town where I could delete it. Maybe. Oh, it's paused for some reason. I didn't pause it. That's strange. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe it paused when I bought. Ah, no, didn't. That's weird. I know if I pause OBS with Alt 0, that pauses the game as well. I've got to change it to something else. Maybe the insert key or something, I don't know. So there you go. Just a quickie. Gardening in Inzoi. How to do it and how to sell your produce. Like I said, that's just a vintage square dining table. It's nothing fancy. It's not the market square table. It's just a vintage square dining table. Any of the dining tables will do. It's just that it was cheap. Like, one of the first dining tables on the list. Although that's not always true in the menu. Sometimes the things at the bottom are cheaper than the things at the top. You'd think they'd put them in cheapness order, really, wouldn't you? Like the cheapest things are on the top row and gradually get more expensive towards the bottom. But they haven't done that either. It's, yeah. Anyway, I'm just messing about with Inzoi really. I'm not really playing it so much. Well, there's nothing to play unless you want to have. The only thing you can do in Inzoi at the moment really is have a baby. you know, at least you don't have to get married to do that anymore. But it's that's it. You can have a family, and that's about all you can do. Oh, and you can drive your car. Wow, big deal. Yeah. He's got a supermarket next door to him. I didn't notice before, but it looks like some kind of park on the other side of the road. Oh, it's a football pitch. There. Car park. Football pitch. Can you interact with the balls? Oh yeah, that one. Not that one. Oh, basketball hoop. Oh yes. The springy rides. Didn't notice that before. Across the road from him. That's another thing, when you move away from the house, all the walls disappear and all the furniture disappears. That's something else you've got to sort out as well. I noticed that when I was in Bliss Bay. I had a house on the seafront, and when you just moved a few yards away from it, it disappeared. And it's just sitting in mid-air. Yeah. So that's it. Gardening in Inzoi. There's a few different plants to choose from. You can't plant into the ground. You got to use these pots, and everything you do is just per item. There's no per item. So it gets a bit tedious. But I suppose you've got nothing else to do all day long. You're not going to work. I suppose. Yeah. But it'd be good if there was some, click on it and it says harvest all. Or harvest all harvestables. Or whatever. Or you click on it and it says water all. Or fertilise all. At the moment it's just, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching if you did, and hope I showed you something that you didn't know. Have fun playing Inzoi. Cheerio for now.